Good Wednesday. Thanks for stopping by. Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith with the in-depth video forecast discussion for Wednesday, November 5th, 2014. And you have to pardon some of the background noise. We have roofers working on the building today. It's a high broken overcast conditions across the region this morning with generally warm temperatures, generally running in the mid to the upper 50s across most of the region, and the winds are out of the light southwesterly component as they are as a result of weak cold front is moving through the region this morning. There's some light sprinkles dying out as they reach the Poconos over the next hour or so. Morning pass of the visible satellite imagery this morning shows plenty of cloud cover around the region. Most of this is of the mid and upper level variety. We do have an abundance of lifting here on the northern side of the front and also back towards the south side of the front down through the upper Midwest and lower central plains. And as a result of this, the precipitation shield in the north area is dying out as the cold front moves through. This morning, it's still back here in central Pennsylvania. We have more energy, which is coming in from Vance off of, into Texas along the southern branch of the jet stream here. And this disturbance here up into the upper Midwest will converge into an area of low pressure around the mid-Atlantic coast states by tomorrow with some moderate pockets of rain across the region. And we basically have VFR conditions on the aviational weather deck, and that's expected to continue through this evening. Mainly some cirrus overhead today. A light southwest wind in this morning at 6 knots or less, increasing to around 10 knots for the afternoon. The wind anticipated to become light and variable again during this evening. Clouds will likely thicken and lower late tonight as the rain spreads into the region from the southwest. Ceilings and visibilities are forecasted to go to the MVFR range late tonight, and we could even fall into some IFR conditions as rainfall rates increase during the day on Thursday and Thursday afternoon. A light easterly wind is forecast to develop during Thursday morning. The outlook for Thursday mainly at MVFR and rain. The rain could be heavy at times with occasional IFR conditions possible, especially in the morning, moderate to high confidence. Thursday night, some MVFR early and lingering rain especially, but basically improving to VFR by morning on Friday with a cold frontal passage and wind shift. Friday, VFR conditions, gusty northwesterly winds. Friday night through Saturday, VFR. On Sunday, VFR conditions early, then MVFR possible during the afternoon as a cold front approaches. Right now, outside of Newark, it's pretty mild for this time in the morning. 54 degrees, dew point 42, humidity 64%. The wind is southwest at 9. We have scattered clouds at 16,000, broken at 19,000, overcast at 25,000, and some light rain gets in here very late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Philadelphia right now has 52 degrees, dew point 43, humidity 71%. The wind is southwest at 6. Overcast conditions, a few clouds at 21,000, scattered at 25,000, broken at 28,000. Light rain gets in here very late tonight, near midnight. Watches, warnings, and advisories on the marine deck rather. We have small craft advisories in effect from 6 p.m. this evening. And those will be from the coastal waters of New Jersey out towards Long Island and out to 20 nautical miles. The southwesterly winds at about 15 to 20 knots, gust up to 25 knots with the seas at 4 to 5 feet. There are no watches, warnings, and advisories for New Jersey. But that will change. The wave heights on the ocean water should range from 2 to 4 feet, mostly less than 2 feet or less on the Delaware bays during today. Then Thursday into Thursday night, we could find small craft advisory conditions with gusty south to southwest winds and a cold frontal passage late Thursday night, and the winds becoming northwest and howling. On Friday and Friday night, gales developing by Friday afternoon, possibly with gusty west to northwest winds. Saturday and Saturday night, small craft conditions possible early with improving conditions later in the day. And right now for Sunday, we're not expecting any marine warnings at this time. Morning surface chart from weatherroanoke.com and digital atmosphere software shows our weakening cold front on the northern side here exiting into our region this morning. There's a few lighty spot showers here. Most of these are not even reaching the ground, and if they do, they're over the higher terrain of the Poconos, and those should be very light rain sprinkles at that. Meanwhile, this portion of the front will begin to slow up as an area of low pressure develops along it, and this area of low pressure along with this area of low pressure over the upper Midwest will be spreading rain into the area by late tonight and increasing chances for moderate rain across the region on Thursday and Thursday afternoon, exiting on Thursday night. Latest 4-kilometer NAM Wharf composite reflectivity forecast from Penn State's eWall site shows the broken line of clouds, maybe a sprinkle into the region this afternoon, and then filtered sunshine. Temperatures back into the 60s today, but that's going to be the last day that that's going to happen, as we find there system in the north across the Great Plains, across the Great Lakes region, and our subtropical disturbance along the southern branch of the jet stream, moving out of phase with one another with a warm front moving through the area on Thursday morning. That's going to increase the chances of rain across the region. The first packet of rain across the I-95 corridor into the Hudson River Valley and interior Connecticut region. And that passes to the north during Friday night and early Saturday, during Thursday night and early Saturday, Friday morning rather. Then the entire upper trough moves through the region with a cold and blustery northwesterly wind and much chillier air coming in for Friday afternoon, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday of next week. Climate Prediction Center 6 to 10 day outlooks now from made yesterday for the period November 10th through the 14th shows just how cold and the anomalous temperature pattern we're going here in the eastern United States, above normal heights in the west, a trough in the east, and very chilly air coming in. If we move down through the precipitation forecast, we can see the same kind of thing, an active pattern here with our polar branch, and also an active pattern mainly with our polar branch with disturbances moving through and above average precipitation across the region. This will also give you a signal. This is valid for the period Saturday through the 15th. These are the 500 millibar height anomalies from the European, the GFS, and the CMC. The GFS is now in operational parallel mode, and it will be going into operation fully in the middle part of December. Basically, we've got blocking here across the north and poles and over into the northwestern Canadian regions and provinces as we still find our negative, positive PNA, our negative EPO with our trough along the Aleutian Islands, and that translates to a trough in the east on all of the model guidance here. And this means that cold air and storminess is on the way with quite a lot of buckling in the jet stream structure. GFS maps into motion from the Next Generation Weather Lab at the College of DuPage. Are we cold front slicing through, and then the energy gets held back with our first disturbance moving towards the Great Lakes. And here comes the warm front with the rain overspreading the region on Thursday and Thursday afternoon. The entire system winds up deepening together off of the southern New England coast, but the pattern is quite progressive with cold heights on northwesterly winds, temperatures falling back through the 50s across the region, back into the upper 40s over the interior sections away from the coast on Thursday and Thursday night, actually on Friday and Friday night into Saturday. High pressure builds in briefly in between, then another frontal boundary approaches to the area on Sunday afternoon, providing some scattered showers across the region. And it looks like our southern branch of the jet stream will keep that first aforementioned storm out over the sea. And then another area of high pressure and another cold front comes through the region on Tuesday and keeps a secondary southern branch energy off the coast as well, but chilly air in place and an active pattern as we go forward from now on. There's a lot more data that I actually wanted to show you, but it's very difficult to concentrate in the office this morning as a result of banging and hammering on top of the roof right now, so we'll try this again during tomorrow morning. For the latest weather information live, it's Garden State Weather and gardenstateweather.blogspot.com, Twitter and Facebook as well. Have a beautiful Wednesday, everyone.